Hello and welcome to Let's Play 2's look at the TEW 2016 Developmental Journal. This is part 1, week 1, February 1st through February 5th. And we have a few doozies, as we usually do with the Developmental Journal. Just to give you a bit of a background, I joined playing 2 around 2008. So I was in for the developmental journal of both 10 and 13. And Adam Ryland, usually comes out with some big stuff early to get things going. And he'll usually end the week with a lot of little updates. So he usually starts Monday with a big one and then Friday out with a couple sporadic ones. He didn't exactly do that here, but that's what I've noticed. Now, who's to say if he keeps with that pattern or not? I'm looking forward to seeing what we got. But let's jump right into it. As you could probably already see on the screen, number 1 was Alliance titles. And this is something that wasn't included into 2013, and a lot of people thought it would be after the alliances were announced. So essentially, this is your NWA World Heavyweight Championship. It allows you to borrow a title and the champion with it for one night to defend the title. And the hope is that, someone strong will be there to help bolster your ratings, or that your person will win it and that'll help improve their stats. I guess the idea is, right now as it looks, that you have to request to borrow it, so it can be rejected, and that it'll be regularly defended. So the titles will probably gain quite a bit of prestige. Another one, not something that I was too big on, but apparently a lot of people were chomping at the bit for contract offer templates. Negotiation system. The user now has the ability to save and use templates. There's no limit to how many templates you can construct. And the example of a TV tryout is a really good one here. Or you want to give someone the, long-term contract of 7 years written. If you want to give someone a 1-year extension, 1 year written. I really do like this. I think it'll just be one of many things to make the game quicker to play, which those are the ones that kind of go on underrated, but they end up being very good. We also have 2 for February 3rd, home base, travel costs, and moving house. I don't think this is actually based on my suggestion, but I did suggest travel costs and home bases, and I'm really glad to see it get in because I think it adds a lot of realism for indie companies, so that you can't just hire the absolute best in the indies. So if you are a super indie in Texas, you're not going to go out and get, Casey Glenn from Florida, Stephen Parker from Canada. You're not going to go and grab all these super talented people because it's going to cost a lot to bring them in, especially from other countries. And I think that's what this is going to simulate. They can be set, or they'll be given based on where they work. They can be changed over time, which is also very, very good. Apparently joining a touring company can give them a temporary change, or they could choose, let's say, for example, AJ Styles goes to work in Japan. He would choose Japan as his new home, and then when he moves back to America, he chooses America again. Now, the one, I think my second favorite of this batch is the new picture formats, allowing for bitmaps and GIFs, especially the GIFs, because those are transparent, and you can have the automatic background like in WMMA 4, which was a very, very good feature. It sort of I think it's really awesome to have the company background behind it rather than the generic whatever the picture pack is background. And I hope a lot of picture packs transition to using the transparent GIFs especially since they're fairly readily available for wrestlers. And if not, it's, you have to cut them to put it on the background anyway, so just cut it and save it as a GIF. We have two here, fairly easy ones. AIs can create alliances, and it's by company size, personality of owners, location, and the benefits to all the companies. So it looks like the AI is going to be more aggressive in its searching out of benefits, one of which being the AI-created alliance. Another one, and this is more what he said inside the thing that got me excited than the actual update itself. So a wrestler's court, a self-policing locker room court where the locker room leader acts as a judge and can sentence workers who commit minor offenses to punishments. It helps improve personalities of your shitty workers and cannot be affected by the user. I will wait until I see it in action to make a judgment on it. But the big one was this quote here: "A massive amount of time has been spent making the backstage environment more alive and making the user's handling of the locker room a key element in gameplay." That, to me, is very exciting. And then my favorite of the batch was this one, and it is organic biographies, another thing from WMMA4. Organic biographies, you could stick with the traditional pre-written ones. What I wonder is that if you want to change over, or if you want to rewrite the pre-written ones, if you can do that over. I'm not explaining it well, but I'm wondering if you can have the organic biography added on top of the pre-written one after the fact. But I'm not sure. Just to kind of give you an idea of what organic biography is, I'll read it here. The organic bios are created by tapping into a series of pre-written templates and stitching together the sentences into a paragraph based on what has happened to the worker. Topics that can be referenced include the worker's basic details, employment, both past and present, tag titles, titles held, position of powers held, important relationships, honors, and outside interests, such as if they regularly film movies. Organic bios work for all workers, whether they are an active wrestler or not. So it's going to be a bit more, this person does X, Y, Z, 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 Z. More so than the more flavorful pre-written stuff. So that's why I'm wondering if you can have maybe one paragraph pre-written and then add the stuff onto the end, or if it has to be all organic. And I'll be interested to see when the demo comes out how that works, because I'll be tinkering around with that quite a bit. Super excited about the organic biographies because it will make it feel more alive. You won't have a 5-year game where you still have this guy being called a rookie even though he's a world champion. It's things like that. But I'm super excited. Let me know how you guys feel about some of the stuff in the comments section. And as always, have a good one.